Okay, we're in circle number 6, and there's a young moose running in the field. We grew canola there this year, but now the season's over. Very fun. Nice young moose. Okay, it's Farmer Dave, and my wife has been waiting over 20 years for a back deck, and I'm finally doing it. But I'm not doing it the way they're built in the city. It's built out of solid, well, they're not solid, but very big steel pipes, 6x4, 4x6 steel tubing, and it's actually heavy walled stuff because it's just what I have. And then the guys made posts and with plates on the bottom, and then we're welding those on there, and then we'll put all the big long ones on there, and you'll just have to see how it goes. It's going to be a pretty amazing deck when we're done. So Tami's here to inspect. Don't fall out. Tami, hello.
Hey.
Anyway, so we tore the steps off, and
He made a note. He didn't tell me that he had.
but you got to pay attention around here.
Yeah.
So yes, we're very excited to put a deck. So it's going to have a steel subframe. It's crazy. I doubt a deck has ever been built like this before. So it's going to be 4x6 steel tubing frame, massive in both directions, posts and everything down to the concrete. Then we're going to put galvanized corrugated steel sheets on the whole top of the whole frame, and then on top of the galvanized steel sheets, the corrugated, then we're going to do paver stones. And so then the paver stones, because they're not waterproof, the water will go through onto the corrugated steel and at a slope off away from the house and off onto the grass. So I've never seen anything like that before. I'm just hoping it'll work. Okay, so I've just started welding the legs to the beams. Sorry, so the columns to the beams, the legs to the pipe. And we're going to, I just ordered the corrugated steel. It's going to be 22 gauge, so it's a fairly thick version of the corrugated galvanized steel. You could get 28, 24, 22. And anyway, so I'll get the 22 gauge so that it's stronger. And then we'll be spanning across all those big beams, probably somewhere around 2 foot spaces. No, just there. Yeah, just come straight on and stack them right there. Yep, they're bringing the I'm building this deck out of scraps from around the farm. I know those are big steel scraps, but that's what they are. And then I bought these paver stones in auction, I don't know, 8 years ago, long time ago. And they're beautiful, and I have several pallets of them. Yeah, just extend it. Anyway, so we're bringing the blocks in. I've ordered the galvanized, and pretty excited to be able to have a fairly permanent style deck that can never rot. All heavy steel, and it'll be, I mean, it will rust away eventually, but that'll be somewhere around 500 years from now. So that's good. We'll see how it comes together. Okay, so now we've welded all, yeah, we got our karaoke stars. Woohoo! Daniel's on there he is. All right. So we've welded all the beams on the first level, and now we're bringing in the big guys, 30 feet long, down the stretch here. Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we bought a bunch of big steel racks from a company that was selling out, a big drilling company, and all of this steel was just leftover steel on those racks. And we had a lot. Anyway, this is only a fraction of the steel that we got off of that auction. So it is now being recycled into a deck. Okay, so we've got all the cross beams on there, and these are just some sample pieces of corrugated steel that we are using, you know, for testing. But I've ordered the full length pieces. They'll go the full length out, and there won't be any seams. I mean, on the slope. Then there'll be several pieces coming across. So it'll be around, well, 23 feet at the longest, 20 feet for the rest, and 30 feet wide. So, you know, 600 square feet. So a decent size deck with waterproof storage underneath for all of the, you know, summer furniture and stuff to go underneath. And who knows, kids may just play around under there, you never know. So we're waiting for the steel to come. I've got a whole bunch more welding to do, but we got the heavy work done with the telehandler so they could take it back, because everybody wants to use the telehandler, that's for sure. Okay, it's November 13th and it is unbelievably warm out here. It's got to be almost 15 degrees Celsius. It's absolutely amazing at this time of year to be this warm. And we're just trying to finish up the deck. So they're doing some cutting on one of the last pipes, and then hammer drilling in the anchor bolts into the concrete. It's coming along nicely. Very exciting. Okay, got the stone. The paver stones are there, getting ready to come on, but we're waiting for the steel deck. But I've got all the frame all welded up now, except for just a little bit over at that corner where I got the clamp on there. That's the part that sticks out a little bit. Whoa, balancing out on beams out here. Anyway, we're super excited to have a nice solid deck that will never rot. This has got, I don't know what you would call 1/4-inch steel as far as lifespan. These tubes are all 4x6 1/4-inch thick side walls, and so I'd say 300 years, something like that. Anyway, I will not see this thing fall down, that's for sure. So we're getting close. Now it's gonna get a bit snowy tomorrow, but I won't get the sheet, the steel decking until next week. Next week's supposed to be much more like November, but still around freezing and a little above freezing each day. So once the metal gets here, we'll lay it on and start laying the brick. Okay, this is the next day after I was doing all that welding. We're getting our first real snow of the winter on the frame. It's supposed to warm up to 10 degrees above zero tomorrow, so this will all be melted off. Anyway, it's just pretty to see the snow. Looks like, well, a couple inches of fluffy snow for sure. So very fun. And nice, beautiful flakes.